All right, what is up, guys? We are back here today, and we're going to be showing one Town Hall 10 triple attack from our latest war here against North Faction. I showed this a little bit ago to y'all at the end of the other video. We randomly matched North Faction, which is the newest addition to the North family. They're a casual clan, but they take war seriously, and they do a really good job here. And we matched them randomly. The weights, of course, weren't equal or none of that because it was just a complete random match. They did a really good job, and we're here just to highlight one raid from that video, or for this video. And I've got BigEasy here with me, one of our Town Hall 10s and co-leaders in North members. He 3-starred there, number 13 here, and I'm just going to open the base that he attacked here, and we're going to go over the attack, show the scout attack that he had one of our Town Hall 9s do, and then show the attack for the finale. So welcome, BigEasy, and yeah, tell us what you thought of the base.
Mostly when I was looking at this base, I was able to see how I was able to get 2 air defenses and an inferno pretty easily by just connecting a golem and a king with a AQ walk. So I ended up starting my AQ walk at around 3 o'clock at that archer tower. Then I was able to walk her into the 2 o'clock compartment, break in there, and I was able from there basically to get 2 air defenses with my AQ. Then I ended up bringing a golem and king from 12 and connecting my AQ to my king. And I was able to get to the inferno and the queen then.
Yeah, and pretty much, especially with the lower Town Hall 9 point defense Town Hall 10s, if you get 2 air defenses, you're sitting pretty good as long as you don't have to deal with a ton of air sweepers, pretty much, right?
Yeah, basically. With when you're going into a Laloon like this, with Town Hall 9 defenses, if you can get enough of the base with the opener, the Laloon part's pretty easy at that point.
Yeah, how many spells do you like to have left over for the Laloon part? Because a lot of times you have to invest at least 1 rage for the queen walk, and you've got jump spell for the king there. And some troop space, but mainly your heroes. So how many spells do you like to have left for when you're doing the loon portion, even if there is only 2 air defenses and 1 inferno to deal with?
Typically, I like to have at least 1 freeze and 3 haste, like a minimum.
Okay.
If you run into like a Tesla farm, though, a lot of times you'll see you want to bring a rage for the Tesla farm, because loons will just get destroyed very quickly by a Tesla farm, so you need a rage to get through that quickly.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, so they can tear through those quickly and not get a ton of damage on them. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and scroll down, and you actually had our Town Hall 9 come in on the very first raid of the war, and you set him up with this walk you had. I just started the replay here, and you can go ahead and as we're watching this queen walk develop, as you watch it, what did you see that you liked, and what value did your queen get here? Did his queen get here that you were like, okay, this is what I plan on doing as well?
Well, the first thing I looked for was she going to walk the right direction? I was pretty sure she was going to walk the way I wanted her to. But you always want to be sure with a scout. I ended up seeing that the laboratory ended up getting taken out by the queen, so I didn't need to use minions there. Yeah,
she stayed on the other side of the wall. Okay, yep, and then now exactly. I've got you used 2 hogs to pull. Why'd you did you just use 2 hogs just to be safe? To make sure that the full CC came out?
Yeah, initially I wanted to do 1 hog, but actually the Cody, who was scouting for me, figured out that I'd probably need 2 hogs just because of all the point defense right there. So that was his idea.
So that was smart.
And then working out well for us.
And then 1 rage, even with that sweeper on your healers, really didn't hurt him too much. with the rage bringing him back in, and only one expo after she chewed through that initial stuff. And then the king and the golem, you, I guess, wanted to make sure that he actually would funnel into that compartment.
Yeah, exactly.
And then your queen came down, got that air defense, and your king went and got the other air defense. And you have 40 heroes, and so these lower heroes here, it was pretty safe, I guess, to assume that your king would then take out the queen and probably get the inferno. If not, your queen would come over after.
Yeah, at that point, I assumed I'd be able to get through that. And with the freeze, I would end up investing there too. So.
Right, because you used a freeze on the inferno for the kill squad to keep your queen up, and so that she could stay healed up, even though so no inferno streams are on. Cool. Yep. All right, so I'm gonna pop out of here, and we're gonna watch your attack here. I'm hitting the start button now. Let's watch how you took it out here after that scout attack. And you were the only, after that scout, you went ahead and hit it pretty early in the war, and there was no other attacks on it, right?
Yeah, that was it.
Cool. Alright, so queen, walk at this point, you knew what was going to happen. You had those 2 hogs there for the lure. And then the wall breakers, I liked how they were timed in there to go in. As the hogs were tanking those defenses. And then if you didn't have a poison there, you would have ran into trouble. I don't know if some people watching, if you don't have a poison, deal with the CC. If there's like even a wizard with that hound, it's going to tear up your queen unless you have it poisoned. So you pretty much have to have a poison if you're planning on luring the clan castle with your queen walk. Wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I would always bank on a poison. Even if you don't need it, it's only 1 spell space.
Right. Alright, your queen comes in, takes out a good chunk of those defenses. You went ahead with the golem up top. Wall broke in nicely. Have that one wizard over there creating that funnel so to make sure that king will go into the compartment. Left the camp there for him to chew into first, which I thought was smart, to make sure he had some crumbs leading himself into the center of the base. Jump spell. See, but this 40 king, at this point, his king, once it got to this air defense was a little hurt, but for you, use this freeze here, and your heroes are very well healed. Took out a good majority even after that. Use that phase, because you didn't want to miss it, I'm sure, while you're focused on the loon portion here.
Yeah, that was the main reason.
Do you normally come in with 2 hounds on the loons? Or 2 hounds on the first air defense?
Normally, yeah. Okay. Just in case, if you run into like a lot of seek and air mines, first one, you don't get the second hound down fast enough.
And then you put some minions down early for cleanup over there to make sure you didn't run out of time. Smart. And then those 3 hastes like you talked about, that is what all you had besides that freeze for the air portion. And I mean, you can look at the destruction here. I don't know if you could have worked out any better the way you wanted it to. It seems like almost every lava pup on the entire base is alive. Queen stayed up, which I think that's the point when you're really coming up with the exact right plan for a base, is when you can develop a queen walk that allows your queen to not die. Because keeping her up mid-raid, I think, is what really saves you a lot of times from having those fails, running out of time, wouldn't you say?
Oh yeah, definitely. The queen's going to do a lot of extra. She'll get a lot of extra buildings down if you're able to keep her up and out of inferno streams during your walk, or like at the end of your walk.
Awesome. So yeah, just wanted to bring y'all one awesome raid from the war. It was a really fun one from both sides. I think everybody had a lot of fun, and it was really competitive. And I'm sure North Faction will want their vengeance maybe on us, but it was all in good fun, of course. And I know that we're all thankful to be in the same family together even randomly like this, enjoy a nice match against. You have any other specific advice or anything you'd like to say before we wrap it up here?
No, I think that's all.
Cool. All right. Well, thanks for watching, guys. If you guys have any other questions about, planning these Town Hall 10 triple raids or anything like that, let me know in the comments. As always, thanks for watching, and me and BigEasy will see you next time.